My 23M GF 24F doesn't feel comfortable with my friend 23F and wants me to cut off contact with her. I don't think this is fair. Sorry for the format, guys. I'm on the phone. I'll be me. Girlfriend will be Grace. Friend will be Felicia. I've been dating my girlfriend for 2 years now, and she's super smart. We share a lot of interests, and until now I never took her for the jealous type. I grew up with Felicia. We live on the same street, and our mothers are friends. Besides that, after my grandma came to live with us, my grandpa died. They became really close. They're very much alike, and the whole family thinks she's great. Honestly, she's considered part of the family. My brothers/cousins/parents all buy her Christmas/birthday presents. She spends a lot of holidays at my parents' house, and she helps them if they need anything since I now live out of the state. I took my girlfriend to my state to visit my parents, and I was very excited. The introductions seemed to go okay. My GF got along with my dad and was already sharing recipes with Granny. Later that night, we went out to hang out with some friends, Felicia and some of my brothers. They seemed to like each other, and my girlfriend laughed a lot. Felicia is hilarious. Over the next couple of days, Felicia came to my house a lot of times, which is very normal to us. She has dinner at least once a week there, and she and my grandma take salsa dancing classes together. I find it kind of cute. My brothers treat her like a little sister, and my grandma called her a time-lost twin. After about 3 days, my girlfriend pulled me aside and said she felt very uncomfortable with Felicia's relationship with my family. She said that it looked like we were married by the way she was treated. I tried telling her that everyone likes her, Felicia, like a cousin or something, but she wasn't buying. She kept telling me that it wasn't appropriate for a strange woman to be so close to a family and that everyone looks like they'd rather see me dating her. She asked me to distance myself and talk with Felicia about the whole family involvement thing. Felicia is like a sister to me and the rest of my family. She literally talked me out of suicide once. She's not doing anything wrong. She's not romantically interested in me, and she's great with my grandma/little brother. I can't cut her out because I honestly don't think she's doing anything wrong and so doesn't deserve this treatment. It's not really just me, as she has close ties with my family. Truth be told, if I did that, my brothers/parents/grandparents wouldn't forgive me, and considering they are adults, I don't believe I could prevent them from having contact. Overall, I feel like everyone would be punished, and it's not really fair. To make things worse, we had this discussion close to the bathroom my brother was in, and he heard everything. My grandma still hasn't called me over, which she will, but everyone has been colder to her, and it shows. I don't know how to navigate this situation. How can I put my girlfriend at ease about Felicia and how I can smooth things over with the rest of my family? TLDR, my girlfriend doesn't feel comfortable with the close ties my friend has with my family and wants me to cut her off. I feel this is unfair since she did nothing wrong, and she's like a sister to the family. Edit. Corrected some grammatical mistakes and try to make things more clear. Sorry guys, not a native speaker. Relevant comments. Deleted. It doesn't sound like you or Felicia are doing anything wrong. Unfortunately, a lot of people would be insecure in your girlfriend's position. There's another woman that knows you well, that has a deep connection to you, that is ingrained in your family, and that a girlfriend of yours could see as competition for not just your approval, but your family's. I can see why she'd be freaked out by seeing the level of involvement Felicia has with you and with your family. I'd say insecurity, but it could also be a deal breaker for her. OOP. Yeah, I can understand and sympathize, but I don't think it's fair. I'll talk to her, thanks. Not a planet. Remember that she also might be worried that your family likes Felicia more than they like Grace, and she is probably wondering if your parents/family want the two of you and Felicia, to be together instead of you and Grace. That is probably not the case, but from Grace's perspective, Felicia is someone who has a long history with your family, and they obviously love and respect her, so it's not too far-fetched for her to think that they would want you to end up with Felicia. OOP. It's possible, and I'll address this when I talk to her. Thanks. My family, and hers, never pressured us for a romantic relationship. They actually think it would be quite weird. Not a planet. I didn't say to change anything, but I don't think it's crazy she's insecure either, and it may mean your relationship may not work out. But I'm curious, does any of your family make comments about you two being together? OOP. They actually don't. Once my sister-in-law said something about the two of us ending up together, and the whole family, including F, cringed. My dad said something like, it would be like my son and daughter dated. Update. Hey everyone. I know I said I'd update, but I wasn't in the right place to write about it. I guess to the surprise of nobody, except for myself, Grace and I broke up. After posting, I talked with my family and explained the situation, that I didn't communicate well and whatnot. They were actually very understanding, but the mood was still kinda awkward and uncomfortable. Besides that, my youngest brother wasn't on his best behavior, and he can hold a grudge. He's 13 though, so I tried to cut off some slack. And knowing that Felicia has been helping him with some girl problem, I guess he was scared of losing a big sister figure. He was kinda short and sassy, but nothing too bad. We ended up leaving earlier because I knew she was not feeling very well, and I didn't want her to feel pressured or something. We talked during the ride, and I apologized for not being very clear and made sure to say I don't have, never had any kind of romantic/sexual feeling for Felicia, and neither does she. And that my family doesn't want us to end up together. I think she felt kinda conflicted and asked for a few days by herself. We met up and she broke up with me. Said that even though, rationally she knows I would never cheat and that she believes me, she can't feel comfortable in a relationship like this. In terms of breakups, it was pretty okay. We both cried. Then we talked and laughed, but I think it was for the best. Remaining in the relationship would only hurt us both. Overall, she was my first serious girlfriend, a great person, and I'm glad we had this. I'm sure she'll find someone amazing. I'm taking some time off dating, but I'm fine, I guess. Ironically though, Felicia got a boyfriend. I met him, and they are perfect for each other. I am happy for her. I told her why Grace and I broke up. She felt kinda guilty, but I told her it was no one's fault and advised her to explain clearly to her boyfriend. TLDR, I broke up with my girlfriend, Felicia got a boyfriend. I'm taking some time off dating. Edit. Holy crap. Okay, the responses here have blown up and they pissed me off enough to edit and clarify some things. Before you comment, please read the OP, the link is on top. A lot of people came here assuming things that were said on the last post, so yeah. I don't care if she's not approved by the government, not blood related, just a neighbor. We grew up together and my family treats her like another kid. We cried when she got into her dream college. My parents scolded her when she did something wrong, took her side if they thought she was right, and the opposite too. I do have faults in this situation because I didn't communicate properly with Grace and gave her the wrong impression of what me and Felicia had. I admit this, I talked to her and apologized. I have no romantic feelings for Felicia, nor does my family want us to end up together. Yes, it is possible for a woman and a man to be platonic friends, and that's what we are. I didn't discuss it with my family when Grace was there, not really sure why people thought I did. She was out, and I explained to everyone why she felt uncomfortable and made it clear it was a communication issue. Everyone there saying my family shouldn't be involved in our relationship. This wasn't just about us. This was about a family friend. I don't agree with what my brother did and talked with him, but they do have the right to be aware if someone wants their son/brother to cut off contact with someone who is always at the house. I'm not angry at Grace, and she's not angry at me. We have different deal breakers, and that's okay. I can respect this, and she can respect my family dynamic. Stop trying to turn Felicia's involvement with my family into a bad thing. It is not. When someone posts about homophobic parents, people are quick to say, choose your own family, and similar things. Why is it wrong for Felicia to be close to my family like this? Do we really live in a society so closed off by blood ties that we can't make our own family of choice unless we don't have any other option? I feel sorry for you guys. This mentality of, once I get a so, I don't need anyone else, is toxic and immature. For everyone saying they're glad Grace broke up with me, I'm glad too. She would never be happy in this family dynamic, and I would never be happy if I had to cut Felicia off. We had different values, and that's okay. So yeah, just because this would be a deal breaker for you, doesn't mean it's wrong. Get off your high horse. Just because you're uncomfortable with something doesn't mean it's inherently wrong. Relevant comments. Deleted. Just for future reference, a lot of girls that you take home are going to feel threatened by Felicia. Is she your friend first? If not, I'd introduce her as whoever's friend she was first and say, but they've known each other so long it's like she's part of the family. If she was your friend before anyone else's, I'd introduce her as, this is our neighbor and really close family friend. Sometimes close relationships like this do happen. It sounds like you don't have an actual sister, or did I miss something? So of course your grandmother and parents enjoy having her around like the daughter they never had. But a lot of girls are going to find that threatening. Also, did you ask your ex what made her think that everyone wanted Felicia and you to be together? There might have been something that you couldn't see that she had, and I would consider it, because I'm sure your family definitely wouldn't be unhappy to see you ending up with Felicia. If there was something that they did like comment, "Oh, we always thought OP was going to move back home and marry Felicia, but look at you," as a joke, then that would rightly make Grace feel insecure. I'd look at whether your family might have been extra nice to Felicia at the time Grace was visiting and if they did treat you like you were married. It could be that she was seeing something that wasn't there, or it could be that something happened that rightly made her insecure. And if something did happen to make her insecure, I would talk to your family about it. You don't want them to, perhaps unintentionally, drive away all your future girlfriends because they favor Felicia. If you really never develop feelings for Felicia, or vice versa, then the person you do end up with deserves to feel like part of the family too. OOP. I'll work on being more direct and explaining what Felicia means to me and my family, and how she is considered a family friend. I was at fault of this communication issue, and I'll try harder next time. They think the idea of me and Felicia ending up together is really weird to them. I mean, I was there when she popped on the pool when we were little kids. I can't look at her without seeing this. My parents can't either. I don't think they were extra nice, maybe to someone outside of the family. We're Latinos, so my family is very welcoming and warm. They greet everyone with kisses and hugs, and my grandma adores Felicia. The joke is that she likes her better than everyone, even our dad, her son. But I don't think they were extra nice with her.